In 1915, or till 1915, this place was denominated el establecimiento. Why? Because the law says establecimiento beneficiador de minerales. And the gringos read establecimiento, what the hell means it's establishment. Okay, the name of this place is going to be established. But in 1915 died one of the big investors, an extraordinary American named Sewell, in his office in Wall Street in New York. He invested a lot of money in Chile, but he never had been here in all his life. And how can I explain you what it means to trust? Says the legend, I don't know if it is true, that Mr. Sewell said to Mr. Braden, you are going to be the mineral in your hand. I shake your hand, and we are going to sign the contract in a few months more. And it is so extraordinary. But arrived finally 1967. In 1967, the Chilean government bought different percentages of the property, the stocks in New York. And first of all, here in El Teniente, they bought 15%, then another 25%, and finally 50%. But when you are the owner of 50% of something, you are the owner. And then for the first time, Chile, the Chilean government had a decision placed in decision time. You would never need to be waiting, what the hell says New York. Now for the first time, part of the property was Chile. When happened that? After 4 years or 3 years after, el Presidente Allende nationalized the other part, because Chile was the owner of 20%, then Allende nationalized the other 80%, and so on, 50, 30, 70%. But nobody nationalized something because I like to nationalize. What the hell, what for? It's very simple. Because Frei, Allende, Alessandro, a lot of presidents before, they need to produce more copper because Chile it used to live from the copper taxes. But we were absolutely, very, very protected, very, what is, when you are under umbrella, the privilege. We had a lot of privilege. But the maintenance of Sewell was around $14 million a year. And Allende, Frei, and all of them, they need this money to invest in the mine to produce copper. And by the other side, they say, well, you go down to Rancagua and live exactly like the rest of Chile. They gave us a lot of gifts, a lot of kisses, a lot of things. But in order to use this money in investing in work, all the Sewell people were sent down. After this, came another story that I'm going to tell you in a quarter hour or 20 minutes down. But basically the reason, because we have been this way. They needed the money. After another story in the 90s, that never had been abandoned, but it was, how can I say, with no inhabitants. with no people living here. Always people working. And we discovered that something extraordinary happened, that we used to be one of the few places in the world that have been in function like a campsite, como un campamento, como the company town. And that was something extraordinary in the world, because the company town disappeared 100 years ago. And by the other side, this special company town, which have been in function with people, with hospital, with everything, have been in operation by 75 years. And by the other side, the 50% of it was built up and was maintained exactly like the original situation. Then they invest in order to maintain Sewell according to the original blueprints, de acuerdo con los planos originales. And that is what they are doing now. That is the reason because we have the swimming pool. And was declared, first of all, ¿cómo se llama esto? Típico, centro típico.
Zona típica.
Zona típica. In the 90s. And after this, with an extraordinary good presentation to the UNESCO, I think their heritage of the world. But the heritage of the world need to be maintained. And to maintain Sewell is around, softly, $500,000 a year. And that is the reason, because that gave the origin of the tourisms. And you have to say a big, big thanks to the tourism. And me. Continuará. On the same chapter, same chapter.